let's jam.
I was like, oh, he has headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he'll hear me. How will I hear him?
It does seem confusing whenever I do this around people, and I do want to get other headphones so people don't feel left out, and they have their own headphones so they can drown out the other shit.
You wanted to turn the music down? Because Kamari can do it.
Yeah, you can probably turn the music down. You can't turn the people down, but it's fine.
Oh, he already snapped at me. You're going to have to ask him.
Kamari. Yeah, so that's nice. This is nice that we got friends that do shit and all that. So
he doesn't do it for me. Kamari gets real snappy with me when he's behind the bar, and I don't want no smoke. He's got on the rainbow mask and an Animaniac shirt.
Mask on with
and he's mean as hell. How can you be mean in an Animaniac
long
shirt?
sleeve? You can't. Not with the Animaniac long sleeve.
That's not something that was just at the rack.
He was kind of on one before you got in here, though.
Oh, okay.
He was telling a story about how he had to go off on somebody that when he went to use the bathroom real quick, they went behind the bar and they went and go made themselves a drink.
That was like 3 days ago.
But see, he was retelling the story, and he was like,
I asked him if he was okay. He was like, yeah, you just in here saying that your drink looks different than it normally do, which is factual. It don't look like it's the same, and I just wanted to know why.
He's done already. And boom. What's up? Welcome back, David, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of chasing the dream. I'm your host of Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Said the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, we got the big sis of comedy in this building, man. My other young, funny cohort, and the hilarious, the always silly, the queen of black girl giggles herself.
I am the originator.
Geneva Joy in the building.
Hi,
What's
Kyle.
up, Gigi? Yeah.
You know, I get real little Richard about black girl giggles.
Yeah.
It was me and only me, and I told them shut up. They make you be like that. Like as that whole thing happened and went on, you would watch old videos of like Richard, little Richard. You be like, he's crazy. 5 years later, I'm like, oh, he is right. They all stole it from me. None of them was doing nothing with me. I put the wop bop loop bop bop in the comedy. Okay,
you can't help like when something is your baby and then somebody else comes and then just goes ahead and it's like, oh, well, we all gonna use this. It's like, well, okay. It's good if it's a we thing, but don't make it a you thing after a while. Like, this is a we
because
thing.
It's a me thing. Watch old Little Richard videos or like him in interviews.
Yeah.
Like, it seems a little like, because he was in Trick, like, one of his things has been showing a lot on Instagram, an old video of him in London, like on the talk show. And it at first seems like, wow, he's really flamboyant and crazy. But like, you kind of just like, are used to it because everybody's a little flamboyant nowadays.
Yeah.
But you have to put it in the time scope. Like, picture your grandfather and then Little Richard. You're like, oh, this motherfucker was on some, he was next level. Like, wasn't nobody like him. Like, he was a thing. He was a whole movement in the moment.
The makeup and all that. I was like, oh, okay. Very flamboyant. Like, flamboyant is what you would describe as if you describe Little Richard. Like,
but, I mean, flamboyant is a toned down Little Richard. He was some other stuff. And then I also didn't know from that interview that's been circulating that, like, he said people like Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, Mick Jagger, they were all like his band.
what?
Like, they all come from Little Richard.
Oh, what?
Like, he named like a few more people, and it's like, God dang. Like,
Wow.
all the modern rock and roll, like,
Come from
and
Little
soul
Richard.
comes from Little Richard. Like, both rock and roll and soul, all diverges from Little Richard.
You making my music and helping me. That's
right. because he is
That's
the
what's
originator, and there's nobody. I'm sorry, we probably had an agenda for this
how
conversation.
you been, Gigi? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we actually got to sit down and talk.
I know, and I wasn't able to come to your beautiful pastel colored wedding, and I'm still heartbroken about it.
Ain't no thing. That shit.
You should just do a third one.
When we have our housewarming, make sure you can make it there. It's gonna be in Texas, though.
Can I wear something pastel?
You can wear whatever you like.
You also, can we still coordinate this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Please have a coordinated housewarming.
She's gonna want something. She creating Band of Big Blue House as soon as we moving this thing. You remember Band of Big Blue House?
Older than you.
No,
remember I'm older. I don't know.
Man,
I don't know.
You don't remember growing up with Nickelodeon and Face on Nickelodeon? No.
I've seen the Face before.
Hi there, Face here, and then you.
I didn't know what they were trying to teach the children. I turned it off.
Oh, Disney! I think Disney was Band of Big Blue House.
Like if I had teen kids or kids like fresh out of high school, those were the kids who were watching Face. And so I've only seen it if I had to babysit. Like I didn't have to. It wasn't my world.
It wasn't. Yeah. I if I was sick.
How old are you, Kyle?
I'm 37.
42.
You same age as my brother.
So I'm a good 5 years on you.
Yeah. You got a good 5 on me. So you got to see the beginning of the original Thundercats.
Yeah, so I was already like a teenager.
Yeah.
When you were probably watching Face.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When I was sick, that would be something that would definitely be on the TV. And Zabumafu, when kids would get off of school, that would be that. Craps Creatures.
Is the line between millennials and Gen X.
Zoom.
So like, especially like, and some people say I'm a Zennial with a Z, with an X. I mean, it's like the bridge between millennials and Gen X.
Oh, okay.
And they say that's like 79 to 84, but Gen X actually cuts off at 81. But they say people in there are kind of like a little mixed match, and mixed match is not a word, but I'm gonna go with it.
Mixed match or whatever,
right? Like a hodgepodge, if you will.
Oshkosh, gosh, I got
right?
you.
So like, I remember like with my little cousins who were just like 2 years older than me, maybe younger than me. Like they had stuff that was meant for kids. Yeah. So like if I was at home sick, I was watching God Light and Price is Right. Like that was that. It wasn't like a station I could watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I was punished, I watched that by my grandma's house.
Well, that's all we had. We had to watch with our grandmoms and then was watching
as
you
the
were
world
home.
turns.
Right.
That was her shit.
And then right when I was a little too old for it, here comes Nickelodeon. Yeah. So like I would watch Nickelodeon sometimes, but I was like a little too old for Nickelodeon.
Oh no!
I really thought that was. I thought that was Kevin Hart. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit! I got excited.
It's a small man. Who you thought that was?
I thought it was Kevin Hart. I just have glance.
Yeah.
I have glance, and you know, people are always famous in New Orleans. You know,
his bottom mouth is too big for his forehead.
It was before I zoomed in on the face. I didn't. I just out the corner of my eye. Yeah, he walked in with like his energy.
It's so close. He has a smile of Kevin Hart, but it's
right, like just.
The forehead and the hairline.
And this is New Orleans. He could be making a movie right now. It could have been whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he's a tiny body man with some Converse.
Kyle, really?
Well, I'm just saying. You got the Converse with the platforms on the bottom too. They're not even the flat sole. You got some inches. I bet if I stood up, I was taller than him. I have to take him down.
Okay, all right.
Definitely. It's like a Highlander shit. Yeah.
Get him, Kyle. I got your back. Just let me know what we're doing. I got your back.
I got you. We should be good for now. He's around
as
a white
make eye contact and challenge you.
Yeah.
It's like two puppies.
He's skipping the eye contact, so I understand. He knows. He sees my feet dangling on the stool right now.
There can only be one.
Exactly. And I will choke him out.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we are right on these microphones.
That's good. That's good. That it means that we can hear each other, and I can hear you.
You know how I feel about Bubba's thing touching my lips. I don't know if I can separate.
That's why I gave you a different mic. You got the purple one. Not many people use that one. So
rubbing on my nose and my cheeks and my.
That is.
Okay, all right, go.
How's work been?
So I don't actually work for other people. You mean comedy work or
everything that pays you?
Everything that pays me. My waist bead business has been a little slow, but I haven't had to go work for anybody else, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, comedy is comedying. I've had some great opportunities. You know what I started doing? Because the pandemic made me become a financial adult.
You've been doing it.
I keep a spreadsheet, and it's not always up to date, but I've crossed 10K with comedy this year.
Come on.
That's a big
awesome.
deal.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how much I had before, but I'm pretty sure this is my highest grossing comedy year so far. So like that makes me a professional, right? Like I definitely got reported to the IRS.
So what requires to be a professional?
I don't know. I feel like when you are clearly making bankable money.
And that's what we're trying to do here on this podcast
Right.
is chase this dream to where we can suffice from making a career out of comedy.
Right.
And you've got
So,
that.
like,
Are you doing this without an agent? Do you have an agent?
I don't have an agent.
Ah.
I can be reached at GenevaJoy@gmail.com. I don't have an agent yet. I don't know, man. Somebody told me once that I'm gonna have a hard time. What's her name? Jackie Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could I be that person on the podcast? Or I just start like name dropping shit.
You can name drop.
Yeah, I was at
whoever.
Big Pine Comedy Festival,
Bang.
and Jackie Fabulous said to me,
Uh-huh. Shout out Jackie Fabulous.
she was like, "I'm gonna have a hard time letting people asking me to open for them, which is the next step, because like, don't nobody want to follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so." I don't know if that also applies to me getting representation.
That's how I felt for quite some time.
Yeah, you're your own like cosmonaut in this game. Like you are
weird.
a force.
It feels like I get looked over because of it, and I really feel out in Texas. Like because I do a certain thing, and like I keep saying this, and I've only been there twice, but I've read the energy from it every time I've been there, and I'm like, this nigga don't want me to be great. That's what it feels like. It feels like this
Is it a certain person?
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say it's
you're
a
not gonna
certain
say it out
person.
loud.
I don't really need to. He ain't. I mean, it don't really make a difference.
Is there one in the chair?
No.
Oh, don't break my heart. Okay.
No, not that. This is like outside of the family shit. Like this is actually like when I go out to a mic, this certain mic, it's like I'm not feeling the love.
Oh, it's not a famous person.
No.
Oh, fuck 'em.
Yeah, nah, exactly. So that's why I don't feel the need to even be like, oh, this is this person. But yeah, I don't feel the love, and I feels like the energy that comes from this person is a person that's trying to not let me be me or put me in the light to where I can be seen. Yeah.
Yeah, they want people that can just like set the stage for them. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like
Exactly.
the love of comedy or the promotion of self. That's what people deal with a lot. Yeah. Am I talking loud enough?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
You're good.
I feel high, but I'm not high, and I don't know why.
Oh, that's good. I'm high enough for you, so you should be all right.
I think I haven't eaten enough. You know what I've been doing? I've been doing mushrooms. Like I've been microdosing.
This is the thing that people are doing now. Like everybody's talking about
I should have let y'all give me I should have let
y'all.
y'all give me mushrooms before, because y'all are not microdosing.
How? No, we don't.
not at all.
No, we don't play around
Sorry,
with
my
our
bad.
drugs. Like we
Y'all go hard.
we go hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but I
definitely
do
go all in the
the
paint.
shout out Brain Spa.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it is. Hell
That's-
yeah.
You know who Brain that is.
Yeah,
But if I say his name, he'll kill me.
Nah,
so,
I don't need.
Yeah,
exactly. And
I've been doing. Can you get addicted to mushrooms? Like,
no, I don't think so.
because I know you're supposed to take a few days off in between, but like I want to take
Give
them
your
all
brain
the
a rest.
time.
Yeah, no, I mean, when,
I'm
when
just
you're
like-
microdosing, I think that's a bit different.
Well, even with the microdosing, you have to take breaks, and I'm just like, okay, I'm almost done my
I used
jar.
to microdose my acid. So that means I had to get a strip of acid. It could be like 7 tabs on there, but I would cut each one of them into a quarter. I'd cut them into 4s. So you would take that and you would just take a little bit of it. And oh my God, the things that you can do during it's like the Limitless pill. Have you seen the movie Limitless? Where the guy, he took a pill and he was the smartest man in the world? Have you ever seen that movie?
I don't think I know the movie,
Yeah.
but isn't acid like super trippy?
Yeah, it's like a heightened form of mushrooms. It's a guaranteed.
Oh.
It's a guaranteed trip every time. Yeah, but if you microdose that, if you don't go full fledged into the other realm, it does some magical shit during the day. Like I've had some really good moments microdosing fucking shroom. Like very positive, got shit done. Like I was on Adderall or something like that. Yeah.
So like I clean my house down, Kyle.
Yeah.
You know I'm a messy bitch.
I know.
I clean.
Yeah.
Like I took the 3 because you take 3 is the most they say take at once.
Right.
And I
that's
took
a
the 3
microdose?
knowing that
Uh-huh.
it's like capsules, and then it also has like the good for you mushrooms in it, not just the psychotropic ones.
Yeah.
It has like the neurotropic ones,
Like
or
probably like maca and lion's heart and lion's mane.
yeah,
and
they
all
have
that.
those.
Yeah,
in it.
definitely.
So what I need to do right now is figure out a good blend of that to maybe have as a morning supplement that doesn't have the psychotropic ones in it.
Just the
That I can take every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I put those in. I put them in. I do a suppository style up the. And then I'm just like, I feel good, and if I want to lean into being like, oh, woo, I can.
Right.
But I can also just focus. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a hell of a good
and
focus.
now I just find myself
Natural
like
high.
wiping off the stove.
Yeah, you get shit done. That's the best way to do it.
Why would I want to do that?
Especially when you don't have a full constructive job. You can just worry about like your own work and getting more work from what you do. Like, so when you would, all right, besides your bead making process, like that is your form of work, basically making the beads.
Did I just breathe too hard into this mic?
No. Like, so like in my head I'm like, oh, so like your income is basically, without trying to be too like vague or straight to the point, you're like, the way you sustain in life is basically through making waist beads and doing comedy.
Selling waist beads.
I
don't make them. I import
don't make them.
No, I have a relationship with a beader in Ghana, and then I import them. I was gonna, like, years ago when I wanted waist beads, I was gonna start making them, and then I happened to just trip on a proper source.
Yeah.
And then, like, even then I was just getting them from my friends, and they just make them so well that I sell them here.
You've been that type of person that you'll get some shit wholesale and flip the fuck out of it.
I will.
Like bingo.
I'm your pusher, man.
Hell yeah.
Like if I was more street savvy, I probably would have been
street savvy my ass. Like you got the smarts of a comedian, which is, I think, even more scary because you have intelligence behind it.
I could be so evil.
Yeah.
That's why when people call me, like when people
evil
treat me like I'm bad, I'm like, you don't know how bad I'm not bad at all. Like I just didn't do what you wanted me to do.
Yeah.
But like I could be a mean one, Mr.
And you
Grinch.
got a way with words.
Oh, I could.
You got a way with words. That's all.
It's
that's fun.
I could hurt people, but I'm nice. I grew up in the church, so like I can't consciously do things to hurt other people. Mm-hmm. I can't consciously just lie to somebody. I can't consciously just like manipulate somebody because I will eat myself up over it. I be wanting to though.
Yeah, I have the same feelings as well.
Yeah, so my bad. I derailed this. I make my money completely on my own. I don't have a job with anybody else. I sell my beads. I do comedy. That's it.
Yeah, it's basically been the same thing that you've been doing since you came down here.
I had a few jobs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I had that one job.
Your lady marmalade.
When I first moved down here, I feel like my first job was, I used to have a job where I used to have to go into like HIV clinics and put up advertisements. So I had a route in the city in Baton Rouge. So I would have to like spend a few days at a month putting up these posters in different clinics. Wow. I had to do way more in Baton Rouge than I had to do here, which is why I would turn off my Tinder when I got to Baton Rouge. I'm sorry. It's true. Then I had a job when I was here. I was the liquor sample girl at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
so
that.
like they would send me, and I remember I was had like half empty bottles of liquor. So I did that for a good while. Then I had that job where I had to survey people who were shopping for cell phones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I also pick jobs that don't require a full day's work. Like that's why
for real. You like, nah.
I'm working 2 to maybe 4 hours a day.
Say, I don't wake up before 11 or afternoon time. What are you doing?
Why do I have to?
Right.
That's not the Lord loves me.
I have never lived a life like that, and I've always envied people that do.
You are so hardworking, which is good. But like, on your talent, you deserve to sleep till 11, Cap.
I wish. I want to sleep till 11 every day. At least 10:45. I can't do past 10.
Yeah, I wake up about 9 to be honest.
Yeah,
but I don't rush out.
If I wake up, if I do 11, I feel bad that I wasted most of the day, and I'm like, no, I can't.
But you still have all of the night.
Oh, that's true.
This is when we thrive.
And I know we thrive at night when we get a little loose. Woo! You go ahead and get up there and
you drink my
some
irregular French 75. to that.
Hey, come on, try it. But yes, I do. I miss the old times of being down here. How it used to be.
I really wish we were aware that change was coming in droves.
But we understood that it was, but there was nothing that we could do about it. We didn't have what they have now.
I don't know. I feel like we could have went harder.
We were going hard.
How much harder? I have. You guys were going hard. I'm always very hard on myself, surprisingly.
Shit, we all are. This motherfucker talks about committing suicide damn near every few months. It's like, Jesus, Kamari, we're here for you.
I mean, I've been thinking it.
Don't worry. I got a certain closet that got some walls with some fucking etch marks on it. It's like, not today, goddammit.
Oh, my God. Okay, we're going to all stop saying this.
Sorry.
We're okay if you're listening at home. It's just part of the comic genius.
We are artists and we're sensitive. That's
you either love it or you hate this realm. That's it. That's out there. Any comic is like, no, I'm completely sane and never think of suicide. Yeah. It's not funny.
Normies don't understand though. Like,
am I wrong about that?
No.
Like, if you're a well-adjusted comedian, it's an oxymoron.
Weird. It's weird. I haven't found any well-adjusted ones.
Something's got to be off.
Yeah, I thought I was well-adjusted because I had good parents and they were still there, even though it's a divorce situation. But I still had two of them. And growing up, being older, thinking that I was okay, I wasn't at all.
At all.
Oh, my God. Dude, thinking about the things that I've been through and the trauma that is trauma now. Back then, it wasn't trauma. That was just how we was parented. That was parenting back then.
When I learned what anxiety was, I was like, I just thought that's who I was. Like, I didn't know.
That was me.
It was clinical. Like,
it's not. That's not. Oh, I'm traumatized. I got some type of PTSD. Is that what this is?
All of it. Like, on and intertangled. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you have whatever actually happened to you.
Yeah.
But it probably happened to you because the people who did it to you or where you were is all mixed up in the trauma of who you are racially and economically. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big tangled knot of trauma.
Yeah. And we all fucked up. We all fucked in this shop. I'm like, my dad and them, they look at it now and they're like, we're sorry. I'm like, what you sorry for? We didn't know.
But what could they have done differently?
Who could have told you? Nobody knew.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I tend to go into the rants about slavery and colorism and racism and all this shit. Like, but think about it. How old are your parents?
In their 60s.
Right. So your parents are like my parents' age. So that means you about 3 generations out of slavery.
Right.
Right.
Not
so that means that your mom's great-great-grandmother might have been born a slave, probably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, there's a fair chance she might not even know her parents and then was just thrust into a world
not too far
with
from
other traumatized people while other people were actively trying to hurt or kill her or re-enslave her. Then she got pregnant at like 14 by some man who been through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they had to raise people when they probably weren't even raised, and so on and so on and so on. And then Kyle,
boom, we here.
That's insanity.
Oh my God,
it's insanity. Like the fact that we do as much as we do, it's ridiculous.
That is wild that you broke that down South? Like that. Yeah,
you were in Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh,
Jim Crow, Creole. I'm not even getting into
it. We still making it through without getting shot by the police.
Hurricanes every year. Like what?
Shit.
It's lunacy.
It's so far-fetched in my mind that I am still alive and I survived. Like when I think about how it used to be in the 90s, it was very unsafe.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm still here. Like I get nervous nowadays just thinking about having kids just because I'm like, man, I gotta make sure I protect them from being killed.
You keep going. Say testimony.
It's so crazy. Going to school, they could die. Coming home, they could die. So many people dying in fucking car crashes. People drive terrible in Texas. What we gonna do with our kids when we send them to school? I'm scared to bring kids in this world.
Never could. I sang that song too.
Shit.
So my mom had me. She was 20 years old, I believe.
Woo, that's young age.
My mom, she
Can't
had
even
to
drink yet.
She had to run away because they had like an abusive stepmother. She kind of like finished putting herself through high school and got jobs, and then she was pregnant with me and by herself, and like my mom did a good job at raising me as a single woman trying to work and do whatever, but she was also just 20. She was a girl.
She was 20.
She was a girl
Learning herself.
You know what I mean? Like
brain not even developed yet.
Right? So like so many things used to happen when I was young, and like we look back at it, she was like, oh my God, like anything could have happened. And I was like, never would have made it. Like one time she said she thought it was cute that the baby could fit on a pillow.
Okay.
So she would put me on a pillow and carry me around, and like while I was sleeping, while she would do stuff in the house.
Yeah.
And one day she tripped on another pillow, and then me and the pillow went flying across the room and landed just like an inch from the wall.
Oh shit.
And then she was like, her heart was like fell out of her chest. She fell on her knees. She was about to scream. And then I lift my head. I go, it's like, this is not right. Like,
I was loose, mama. Neck was just loose. I was asleep. I had no idea.
that's probably where my comedy comes from.
Yeah.
Like, I might have tapped that wall. She just didn't see that part. Like, anyway, my bad.
We all have a little.
Did you have topics, or am I derailing this conversation?
Derailing? This is perfect. We just go along. We just go along with what takes us
Baby,
to
I
where.
like her. You had to pay so many royalties for this podcast.
Nah, man, that's how you get your comedy. You bump a wall. I as a child, I got a tuna can thrown in my head, so I think that's
Big Cow did that?
What did he?
Oh,
he
Big
fucking
Cow.
lobbed that thing up like Akimbe Mutombo. Mutombo, nigga. He fucking.
Why would he throw a tuna can at you?
Well, the reason why is 'cause-
Empty?
No,
okay.
a full tuna can. A full old.
I was imagining the sharp ass edges from those death trap ass can openers you had back then.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is bumblebee tuna. Fucking half
In
can.
oil or water?
The water.
Okay,
the
just
water
checking.
kind.
Who
yeah.
wants the oily one?
I don't know. That's disgusting to get the oily one.
I never understood.
Yeah, but
One time we got it by accident. My mom just threw it away. She didn't even try. She was like, fuck it. We have grilled cheese.
It's like chicken in a can. Yeah, I slapped him. I slapped him in his head or in his face or something when he was sitting down doing some other shit. And I was like, you can't catch me fast. I'm out of here. And I would take off, right? But we inside the house, so there's not too many places for me to go. So I ran around that. We have a little island wall in our old house. Mm-hmm. So I ran around that like 3 times real quick. Like he was catching, he was gaining on me. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to hop over the sofa because I'm older now and I got hops because he taught me how to flip. So, my hops got up there. I was able to fucking
That is a
hop
pivotal
over
point
the
of
sofa.
black male upbringing. Like, you gotta
I
get
got
your
up
flips
there.
up. You gotta
like
get
I'm
your
getting
flips.
good. I can almost dunk, even though I'm small. So I hopped over the carpet line and boom, made it over the sofa. And he was like, fuck this little nigga. I'm about to toss something at him. So he went inside the pantry and grabbed a tuna can and fucking lobbed that bitch with the perfect rainbow arch that came over and hit me on side of my head. And I acquired a tick for at least 2.5 years after that. I would go to school shaking my head no, and people would be like, Kyle, you all right? I'd be like, I'm fine. I didn't even notice I did it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I went to the doctor and everything. It was like, he has like a schizophrenic tick.
They called it schizophrenia when it was a head injury.
I mean, they called it a tick.
Would you like me to use my black womanhood to make these people lower their voices?
No. It's fine.
Okay,
I'm
good
pretty
job.
sure. Because
We're
the
doing
volume
good?
over here, as
All
long
right.
as we talking to this, that doesn't get picked up as much.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Because
so-
I'll play my black card.
that's why I need other headphones, like, because you hear that, but all I hear is this.
All right,
so
we're back.
it's so strange.
With your surprising brain injury. That reminds me of one of my friends. He got
Brain
shot in the head one day. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, Conway the Machine. You got shot in the head one day.
One of my friends, he got shot in the head one day
Oh, Jesus.
and walked to the hospital.
Did he know he was shot?
He knew he was shot,
He knew he was
but
shot
his
in the head?
instincts kicked in. He was like, "Get to the hospital," and he said he could think hospital.
But how
and he
to
was
get
like
there?
snapping his fingers to stay aware. And he got to the hospital and he walked in and he was like, shot. And then people took him in and sedated him
I
or
thought
whatever.
Lil Jon might have
But what
came
he
out.
didn't know is that his head was swollen, like that episode of Martin.
Oh.
Like his head looked like a watermelon by the time he got to the hospital.
Yeah.
And they was like, how you made it here,
A
it
little
makes no fucking
22
sense.
hit him and
Yeah,
bounced
like,
around in his brain.
yeah,
So-
he used to do that snap thing. Like,
And then LMFAO came out and like, shot.
no, this was the 80s, which was even worse.
Oh,
The
shit.
80s, yeah, it was the 80s.
I'm glad Dahmer wasn't around. Have you seen Dahmer?
Who?
Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix.
No, I'm not watching that.
It's all right. You don't
You know
have
I don't
to.
watch scary stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, I never knew that was a black neighborhood.
Oh.
Like I remember hearing the reports.
It was a mixed neighborhood.
I didn't know that his victims were mainly black. I didn't know he lived in an apartment
Black and
building.
Hispanic,
As if I
yeah.
didn't hate apartment buildings already.
Yeah.
Now I'm never gonna live in an apartment building.
Yeah, it makes you wonder when you smell
I didn't know he was in the hood. Like, this is why I don't live in apartment buildings, because people act like, oh, I'm in an apartment building, I'm so cosmopolitan, and this is my apartment, right? But you
Right.
live with all those people.
Yeah.
Like, you live with everybody in that complex.
Yeah.
There's no avoiding that. Yeah, you can go into your room / apartment, but you live with those people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they can't see my face. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So you lived, that lady lived with Jeffrey Dahmer. If you
She
can hear
gave that
them,
rich
you can
African
smell
face.
them.
From TikTok, the guy that's
No.
rich. Yeah. You know the guy from TikTok that's rich? That's the kind of face you gave him.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that. But
yeah.
Rich African is the
The
aesthetic I like.
TikTok guy that doesn't say anything, he just points out the obvious. It's like,
Oh, just
yeah. Mhm.
Is he rich
Oh, he's made so much money now.
from using those same 3 stickers?
The stickers?
The stickers of his face, like the little memes of his face.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's just that. I think just his TikTok alone makes like so much money. Just from him making a TikTok now, he makes so much money.
I'd be like, how can we do that? But like, also, ew.
It's not us. That's not us. We are the bigger picture.
But we deserve to be wealthy. You wake up too early, Kyle. We have to do something.
I know. I've been trying. It seems like I just get away from all of the good shit that's about to happen, like by going other places. Like it's like something good about to happen here. Let me go to this other state and see what's up.
Well, stop doing that.
Shit. I mean,
Come on back, Kyle.
I can't come back here.
Why not?
I like to come back here to drive back, but understand that I live somewhere else. I like that. It's a lot cheaper.
It's 5
and-
hours away.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that drive.
Didn't I ask
compared
you to bring me something from IKEA?
No.
I explicitly asked you to let me know when you were coming back because I wanted something from IKEA.
IKEA?
Yes.
What you want from IKEA?
A bed frame.
No, you ain't never told me that
I
you
did
wanted
tell
a
you
bed
that.
frame from IKEA.
I did. I said I needed some IKEA things.
You've told me this verbally?
Yes.
Oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. Like, when the next time we gonna talk to each other, you gonna verbally tell me that you need something from IKEA.
Now I gotta go home and sleep in a frameless bed.
What?
I'm sorry, it just hit me. Go ahead.
Oh.
So you drive 5 hours.
Yeah. And then I hit 2 potholes and I'm like, I appreciate these 5 hours compared to these 2
Are
potholes.
the streets that much better? And
Fuck yeah, they are.
Where are you at again?
I'm in North Houston.
oh, you're in
In the
Houston.
Woodlands.
Dee Dee's in Dallas.
Yeah, no, Diddy's in Houston as well,
I
but she
don't
just
know.
prefer to do comedy in Dallas because it's better out there.
How far is Dallas from Houston?
3 hours. Houston, Texas is so big.
It is.
So fucking big.
I want a tour. When should I make my Texas rounds?
You could go to Texas, Houston, Dallas, Austin, all those. Like how do I get my shit out there to where I can start getting booked and getting paid to get booked?
In Houston and Dallas?
Well, just anywhere.
Are they not paying y'all?
I get paid to do what I do, but most of the times it's just me doing open mics still right now, and I'm not. I'm trying to go
send the
places.
tape. Do you have a tape?
Yeah.
Send it to the clubs. You need to do festivals. Do you submit to festivals?
I have submit to a few of them, but not as many enough to bite.
What is your tape like though? And what do you have on your tape?
I got the tape from Bob Sumner.
Who taped that?
John Reynolds.
What?
Yeah, I have that whole set.
He taped it for you or for everybody?
For me. He taped it for everybody, but I mean, he also gave me the taping.
How he didn't give me nothing?
Did you ask?
It was my event. How you don't tell me you taping my event?
He probably told you. He was right there in the corner. I'm surprised you couldn't see him. He was standing up. He had all the equipment right there. It seemed like he was appointed to be right there.
No.
Oh. Well, I have a beautiful footage from the Bob
I want to
Sumner
see the tape
event.
because here's the deal. With like festivals, you have to have a very precise tape. So cut out the person that's bringing you up. Don't start with crowd work. You know we do that. Like cut to like right when you start telling jokes.
Yeah.
3 to 5 minutes of you just hitting jokes.
Yeah.
You also don't want to do maybe your most far out stuff because you don't want to. You want them to see that. Oh, I can get on stage and be funny.
Yeah.
Flat out. That's all the people are looking for, and then just keep submitting at the festivals and.
Same thing. I shouldn't have to try to sift through many of them. I should just be able.
Do you
to
have your own mic out there?
My own mic? What you mean?
Like a mic where a venue pays you like monthly at least?
No.
Why
no,
not,
I
Kyle?
don't.
You're the
no,
shit.
No. I don't. Okay. Well, the thing is, when it comes to fucking people out there, like I've been to a mic to where it was right down the street and I can go there and get paid frequently. First time I did 2 shows there, I haven't heard back from the nigga since. So this is like, what the fuck? And
We don't wait for seats and tables, Kyle. We literally build the tables, Kyle.
yeah. Oh, that was bright as fuck. Regular Polaroid camera.
Start your own shows, Kyle.
I don't have the time to do that. Actually, me and the missus just got a house. Well, we're about to get a house. And like there's a lot of stuff that's happening to right now to where I don't even want to deal with trying to build a room out there just because everything's so far.
Oh.
It's not the place because I've watched it enough to be like, this ain't gonna work here, and you know what's not gonna work where. Like certain places that's just in the flea market area that gets no foot traffic. Like you got to just worry about word of mouth, and everybody's in Mid City, and I'm North Houston. That's a good 45.
But don't people live in North Houston?
Some people, not everybody though.
Oh.
Not the people that are doing comedy, or the people that you want to come see comedy, or whatever you're doing. You know, it's very difficult to build shit out there if you ain't.
I mean, I would also think that you would do good on social media because you have such a fun personality.
That's if I capture the personality. I have to have somebody with me at all times to be like, oh, hey, record this. And it's just me. You know, it's hard to record myself. And I don't care to be all up in the forefront of like, look what I'm doing now, or look what I'm doing. You know, I
know it's annoying.
It's very much so annoying. And I'm like, you know, at one point I felt that way, but now when I don't, as I don't, I'm like, I can't do that. You know, I can get to certain things. Like I put out my poetry, which has been doing very well, and I didn't expect that to do well at all, but it does good on TikTok
You're a great
as well.
poet.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it does well on TikTok as all that, you know, but it's just like when I do comedy, like when I get my feet wet back at doing comedy again out there, because there's been a lot of poetry and a lot of comedy poetry, which it stands out because not many people heard about comedy poetry or hear what it is or what it is to a different level. Like, oh, this is good. But when I get back to doing comedy, it's like getting my toes wet again. It's like, oh, there's a baby panda on my pinky toe, and it feels so amazing. So it's like I can't wait to start new jokes again, because you know it's the caliber of like funny out there. It's certain levels. It's not.
We're spoiled here.
Yes,
We
very
got
much
some
so.
good talent here.
I've just talked about
Some
with Benjamin
good
about
talent.
this.
Like, yeah, people are sleeping, and like when I go
Motherfuckers
other
are
places,
really
I'm
good.
like, you sleeping on New Orleans.
Motherfuckers are really good.
We got some good ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers out there. You're one of the people I named. Like, I still claim you for New Orleans.
You're the person that everybody knows about whenever I go places. People like, oh, you from New Orleans? You know Gigi? Yeah.
Really?
That's how I met Alexis Bradley. She was like, oh, you know Gigi? I was like, yeah. You know, Black Girl Giggles? Yeah. And boom.
Wait,
Just like
which
that.
one?
Alexis Bradley from California.
Alexis Brownie.
Bradley.
Oh yeah, Bradley. Yes.
Yeah.
I just seen her in San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She's
Riding
a
a Vespa
sweetheart.
everywhere out in California all day.
Oh yeah, that she had a Vespa, but that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She would ride around on a fucking I'm like, yo, like I was nervous to ride around in a vehicle out there in California, and she riding around that motherfucker just a biker helmet and a motherfucking Vespa, just going everywhere. I'm like, hell no.
She cheery
Do
as
your
hell.
thing.
Because
Yeah,
that's all
she's a
you
good
can do.
person.
LA, I don't like.
No,
I'm
I
gonna let
know.
it be. I'm not gonna
I
say
know.
much. I'm not gonna say much.
I've said so much during the beginning of this podcast and everything, because I started this podcast before the pandemic, and I put it out right as the pandemic started happening and shit. So like all of that, from me being in California to how Californians are, Angelinos, the people that are there, the transplants and all that, I've broken that down to like,
I was only out there for a few days, and I was like, this is not what I thought it was supposed to be.
right.
It's hot New York, and I don't like New York.
Yeah, I prefer New York over California, and I went to California and picking the wrong
I like
decisions.
cities with actual spirit that's not manufactured.
Ooh, New York got so much spirit.
No, it don't.
Unmanufactured
It's phony.
spirit. You feel
It's
as
all
if that's a
scaffolding and pigeons.
phony? Oh, I didn't
dirty.
feel that way.
It's dirty.
She said it's dirty.
I'm from Philly, and I call it dirty. It's scaffolding. It's too many people. Everybody's just spinning the wheel, and they don't know why they're spinning it. Like, it takes so much to live there. Like, there's no joy in it for real. Like, they have little glimpse of... It's phony. It's all camera angles. I don't like New York.
Yeah.
I'm also from Philly, so, like, Philadelphians just kind of hate on New York very hard.
Yeah. Ah.
It's pointless. And now the New Yorkers who are tired of paying $3,000 a month for a studio are moving to Philly, and they're fucking it up. Like, they really are fucking it up, and I'm getting so angry. Every time I go home, I'm just like,
and fucking New Yorkers out here. I need to make a
cannot
trip out
stand
to
it.
Philly. I haven't been many places, and now those are one of the places I would like to. I just want to feel culture. I want to feel culture that I feel down here. Because when you come to New Orleans, you understand. It's like, oh, when my nephew comes up to Texas, and it's like, oh shit, you such a New Orleans nigga. Like straight up. Straight up. You can't get it out of him. You can't take that out of him.
Right.
Like there's no way. Like, and it's like, ooh.
so you want to see hood Philly, or... 'Cause it's scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. I want to
Kamari seen some of it when he came up with me. Because I can't avoid, like, that's my family. That's my cousins and all of them.
California hood is just like, bitch, this is beautiful. This is hood.
They over enunciate.
Yeah, it's like, bitch,
I
y'all
never
streets is
understood
big and clean and shit.
While Cali people was so gangster when you get
How?
like free citrus fruit.
How
Like,
you so gangster?
there's an orange tree outside.
Hey, it's beautiful out
Like,
here.
eat the orange.
Nigga,
What
the
is y'all
sun-
gangbanging for?
It's always sun.
Is that an avocado tree?
No black crowds.
You know how much
clouds.
how long it took me to have an avocado because they were something that my mom didn't want to pay for. Y'all just got free avocados,
Fresh avocado,
hibiscus,
straight off the tree.
Just
Mint plants.
the first time I seen like a gangster rap video or West Coast video, I was like, that is a palm tree. What could you possibly be mad at in front of a palm tree?
You ain't even got to cut the grass. All these succulents that you got in your yard, looking pretty and shit. They just grow without maintenance.
Why were they wearing the
Like, what you worried
the
about?
flannels and stuff? Like, it's hot. Put on a tank top and go
It
about
is
your
the
business.
desert. So at night it can get a little chilly.
Middle of the day, you seen Debo and them?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but if you riding a bike or if you always walking, there's no need for a
Just go
heavy jacket.
lay in the grass out back.
You could definitely just lay out in the grass.
Look up at the pretty sky.
So much.
What is
so
y'all
much
doing?
of pretty sky. Unless you're in that bad area
All
where
that
you got
bad
the
traffic.
helicopters.
Where are those people even going?
Smog was a thing.
To follow dumbass dreams?
I never understood.
Some people move
where
out there
all
to
those
be a
people were
star when
going.
they know they don't have the fucking talent. I'm not
There's
doing
so
it.
many people that's out there, and it's like,
gross.
why is there so much traffic?
It's gross.
To go where?
Then I went to the institution of comedy out there.
An institution to learn about comedy?
No, like a institution of comedy. So I don't want to
okay.
say the club.
Oh, okay.
But I was there one night just to see like the Monday Mike show or whatever. And it was like a 4-hour show. We get there like 2 hours in. They tell me that like a couple of hundred people come to sign up that morning, that
Jesus.
afternoon. They picked 16 people for a 4-hour show at 3 minutes each.
Uh-huh.
And they said they do that in case like Steinfeld or somebody wants to drop in.
Yeah.
If you had a regular list and use that term properly,
I know
and
what
then
you're
Steinfeld
talking
drops
about.
in, we all understand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But to fuck around and skip over talent like that,
Oh.
this is why when you look at the comedy scape up until recently, it's been the same type of shit over and over again. because you had these gatekeepers making dumbass decisions.
Exactly.
And then
the gatekeepers.
nobody got
know
on that
names.
stage that was memorable.
Nope.
Nobody. So like the guy who was hosting was pissing off time, right? Walking the little bit of crowd they had. So when he walks by, I'm with another sister in comedy. He's like, yeah, who should I put up next? Because this has all been trash. And I was like, you can give us the mic. And he looked at me and was like, he gave me the
rude. Why so?
I can't wait till that motherfucker learns who the fuck I am.
Oh, I'll be waiting for that too.
Because I mean, not to be cocky, Kyle.
Oh no, but you got the right to.
I went there just to watch. I was a part of what I saw, but I was chilling.
Yeah.
But when he asked, I was like, you can give us the mic. And then they just like dismissed me. I know if he'd have put me on that mic, that would have been like a history moment. Because I would have ripped that bitch in half.
Yeah.
So definitely. I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I got certain bits for moments like that. Like, do you think about the future of comedy, of what it could be when a nigga don't know you or a nigga know who you are? I remember when Punky ran into fucking Cassidy Hanahan down here at the Wednesday mic that they put on, and he didn't know who Punky was at the time. And then Punky got up on stage, and now who you see Punky is now. I was like, oh, don't shit on who you don't know, because you're being rude and disrespectful right now, and she just trying to do her thing. You know, there's no need for you to be this person, but you don't know who she is. And she could have went off, but she was being polite, and she said some shit towards the end. Was like, motherfucker, that was like that when she got off, and it was like, oh, you just don't know, because I was catching wind when I went out there to visit. I was like, oh, he don't know who she about to be. Nigga, everybody in LA knows who she about to be. But, like, apparently, people down here, because you ain't never seen them before, you don't really know who. Ooh, I can't wait.
I don't know why they don't learn their lessons.
They don't.
They don't learn their lessons.
I like going places and opening people's eyes and being like, oh, nigga, I didn't know. I didn't know who you were. Man, the motherfucker gave me a fucking $100 on the on one of the shows that I was on with me and Gigi. I mean, me and Didi. Didi was on the show with me. And she the one that got me on this show. Motherfucker, this nigga gave us, because he enjoyed it so much. Old white man from Karen Crow.
From what?
From Karen Crow.
Karen Crow.
Yeah, out there around Lafayette, around where Daniel Cormier is from.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And he gave me and he gave Didi $100 just because he was like, hey man, that shit was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. Y'all were my favorites. Boom. Hit his $100. We were like, oh shit. All right, I appreciate that.
That's confirmation.
Yes. Yes, it makes you feel so good. It makes you feel so good. We
okay.
Weird.
We're just observing the scene.
What's so crazy is that
the scene. You gotta pay for that too.
It's like he's from out of town or something. You came in here with a Walgreens Polaroid. You know, the one that you wind up in the back. It's like, nigga, you got a phone that could have took this memory for you if you wanted to. That's what he took a picture with that flashed in my eye.
People have been having them. You know what it is? That's that Gen Z millennial shit.
Another one.
Because no.
Yeah.
Somebody came to visit me recently and they had a Polaroid. I'm like, this is stupid. It's stupid because there's a reason why cameras progressed to digital. There's a reason why we can now have it on our phones.
Right.
Because it was problematic and cumbersome.
Yeah.
It wasn't us just giving up something. It was the evolution of something better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like people who like records outside of the album art. But if you're trying to play a record, that's insane. Because records are not good sound quality compared to what we can do now.
Well, you'd have to tweak with the sound quality now because there's certain albums that you can get off a CD that won't be the same just hearing it off the radio.
Right, but like now you have MP3 and you can play any song at the drop of a hat. Why do you want a fragile disc of vinyl?
Memorabilia.
Just stop fronting like it's better.
Hell no.
Grainy ass footage. She had to scan it in. She had to find a scanner to send me a copy of the Polaroid.
But when it's family, when it's
on
family,
my phone.
that's something that you're going to want forever and you're going to want easily accessible. When it comes to like music or like heirlooms like that, like records and shit, that's just basically just to say you got it.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Just to show it off, just to have something physical to show off. But when it comes to pictures, you want that on hand and readily accessible.
Where
whenever you
are
want to
they
show.
getting the photos developed?
Walgreens.
Walgreens is still doing photos?
I would assume. I mean, yeah, and or you can fill it in. You can send it in because me and wifey had to do the same thing.
So we back
She
to
had send
sending in
hers
shit because we had got to the point where you get it right there.
And it don't come in right away neither. It takes a minute. And it's like ain't that bullshit?
Yeah, it was one machine where you could like feed it in, and it was almost like printing them.
What?
Like it had gotten very fast to turn around for photos.
Yeah, and
then digitals hit. It was like fuck it.
Digitals came. It was like boom. I can send you an MP3 with all these fucking photos on it.
First, you had to have it on that little drive on a little card.
Yeah,
it was the whole thing.
What happened to the people that would normally go in the back and had to go in that red room? And then
they
make
got
sure you
bumped to
can't
like
open the door.
pharmacy or something.
Motherfucker will yell at you when you open the door. Don't fuck up the film.
All them nosy ass chemists just looking at everybody's lives. They were always miserable, and that should have showed us about social media.
Yeah,
like cause when you can't see everybody's lives, that shit is miserable.
That movie, Robin Williams, Photo Booth. That was like that.
I didn't see that.
He was an insomniac that worked in a photo booth. And it was a crazy ass movie. It's like, Robin Williams is not being funny. It was serious.
I don't like when people. I don't like Adam Sandler did that movie recently that wasn't funny. And I'm like, don't do it.
How do you feel about that?
Which one?
How do you feel about just
Uncut Gems? Yeah.
Just in general, comedians doing serious roles.
So on one hand, I applaud it because like Whoopi did Color Purple.
Yeah.
And I can never talk bad about that at all, but. Uncut Gems was disturbing. It's this movie trend going on now where they have the sound. Like while the tension is building, it's like, yeah. Like, don't do that.
It's to make it more intense.
No, you're physically disturbing me. Like I was trying to watch this one show recently about oh shit, it's a garbage show. It's about a family that's kind of going through like end of the world stuff.
Yeah.
And it was made in 2019. So what's funny is that they predicted this Russia-Ukraine stuff.
Yeah.
And they predicted the effect of Trump on international politics.
Really?
But what they didn't predict was the pandemic. So like they had like a bomb go off because like Korea got involved and shit. But they didn't predict the pandemic.
Oh, that's good.
But then meanwhile, watch it, they're like, turn this shit off. That's just so manipulative to your audience to play like those high pitched or intense pitch noises.
Yeah.
Instead of just writing a soundtrack. Like, was Quincy Jones busy? Like, all you could do is just hit pitches. Garbage. Garbage.
Oh shit. Well, how you feel, Gigi?
I feel good. I hope. I'm almost putting this microphone in my mouth.
No,
to make sure you
good.
can hear me. Okay.
Before it gets too intense, I mean, I think we're good. We're good. We're close to an hour.
Was there anything that you wanted to talk about?
That.
Okay.
Like how you've been doing, how you got to where you are now, and
I have a milestone.
You have a milestone?
So I have the joke that I convinced white people to buy me drinks at the film of reparations,
the reparations
right?
joke, yeah.
Last night somebody brought me an entire bottle.
Oh shit! How much did that take
level.
off?
Well, I was planning on taking off 6 months, but when the one guy offered, he was white. Then when we get to the bar to buy the bottle, another guy was like, I'm about to buy you a bottle. And it was like, how about we split it? And they worked it out. So it was a white guy and a Latino guy.
Oh,
so like
how does that work? Like a quarter?
I figure 4 months off, 2 months back on. So like I'm not giving the Latino man the flip that I would give a black man.
Right, no, not a whole.
So it kind of balances it out.
You get about an eighth of it. You get about an eighth of the power. I like that.
Because they be on some shit too.
Yeah.
No.
I feel
with colorism and shit. Like, no.
Fuck yeah. But
I got a whole bottle.
That's a whole bottle. That's a whole bottle from a joke.
It's my first bottle.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. You can't go wrong with that.
I put it on my Instagram. My mom was like, who's that man? He's nice. I was like, he's a fan. He brought me a bottle. Why would he do that? Mom, I'm a funny comedian. And people give me stuff. I set it up that way.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I thought about like flipping it to bottle versus drink. It's on now. I'm getting whatever I want to drink reparations. Matter of fact, if you're white and you're listening and you feel guilty, I need a rug. I need space. I need a whole new apartment.
You can put on the Amazon wish list.
I should.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can link it because I have my little cup.
The link tree? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my merch is like a cup with my cartoon on it and a link. Okay, I'm putting my wish list.
Hell yeah.
It's going down. There's all types of reparations.
Let people know where they can find you at then so they can give you even more.
At Geneva Joy on all social media. If you just search it, you might get this little white girl on Google. I hate her. But but yeah, at Geneva Joy on everything. And I think I haven't fixed my website to say just Geneva Joy yet. I do own the domain. Don't try it. Don't try me. But Geneva Joy on all social media.
Boom. And, well, this has been Tell Me a Joke, the guy out and chasing the dream. I've been your host of Maniacal, Menace, say the whole thing like a pimp named Slick Black. And until next time, folks, man, I got it. I fucking got it down. No, I'm going to make it.
You got it.
I'm going to make it stick. They gonna learn me and love me, goddammit. So until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. I think that's what I say. Something like that.